So, what's that saying that they say all the time where they say, well behaved women rarely make history? Have you heard of this? I know I have, but I feel like a lot of us, we say the quotes, we talk about what's inspirational in our brain. We're going, yeah, that's right. Well behaved women rarely make history. And yet we're still stuck in our junior high brain of playing it safe so that nobody judges us, nobody says we're doing something that will fail or, puts us down in any way. We're constantly trying to, I don't know, fit in. And yet, as adults, we know that people who get our attention or that we become fans of actually stand out. They don't fit in. They are themselves. They are unique. They might even do something that you know a little bit something about, or you think to yourself, gosh, what a smart person. Like, I could have totally done what they're doing. I thought of that years ago. Why didn't I ever do that? Gah! So, hello, hello. I'm Michelle Keneally, and I'm waving at you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And you've stumbled upon the How to Start Your Blog series, where I'm going to show you my own personal journey of creating my blog from day zero over the course of one full year. Okay. Blogging is not a get rich quick scheme, but it is a business that is very profitable for moms. And well, not just moms, there's a lot of people blogging. As a matter of fact, when you look up information that you want to know something about, the chances are you pick up your little rectangle and you search Google. Hello, Google. I'm just wondering, how do you hard boil an egg in an Instant Pot? Am I right? Okay, so maybe you don't necessarily eat hard boiled eggs, but we have heard of the Instant Pot craze that people are all curious about. Like, how do I use it? What do I do? Right? And I'm not saying you have to blog about Instant Pot. I'm using this as an example. Okay. This recording is happening as of January of 2020. So we're going to do a full year display of what it looks like to start a blog from a person, moi, Michelle Keneally, who has told herself, why am I talking about myself in the third person? I've told myself for my entire life that I am not tech savvy. And yet I've learned how to use Facebook business pages, my profile. I learned how to use the software, the accounting software at my job. I worked in a restaurant and I learned several different point of sale, uh, programs so I could ring in my orders. We've figured out phones as they've changed and grown. So if you're sitting there telling yourself you can't create an online business because you're not tech savvy, you're lying to yourself. And I know that because I was lying to myself. If I figured out how to use Facebook groups, pages, profiles, create documents, do videos, create polls, do dual lives, keep up with the algorithms, I finally realized that if I want to create an online business where I'm not fighting with my husband because I'm on my phone too much, or I'm not feeling like a terrible mom who's neglecting her child, then I better figure out a better way to create an online business. And so this series is just for you and just for me, that mom who is serious about taking action and creating an online business, not just hemming and hawing and blaming other people or blaming circumstances for why success isn't happening. No, this series is for me and you who are serious about figuring it out. Okay. If you want to build an online business, or if you want to do anything in your life, if it's really important to you, if you have a why that will drive you to figure it out, then you will. Think about all the success stories, the Goalcast videos that you watch where you're like, man, that person really overcame a lot. Sister, that's me and you. We're overcoming keeping up with laundry, packing school lunches, children who need our attention. I mean, God forbid they, need a little bit of time from us, right? Or time with their husbands, or heck, time for ourselves. Okay, so We are overcoming illnesses, financial woes. We're overcoming a ton of stuff that's out there. Um, you know, diseases, you name it. Okay. Everybody's got something and everybody overcomes something. But guess what? It becomes part of our story. It becomes part of our hurdle. It becomes part of something that proves to us that we can become something in spite of. Okay. And I don't know about you, but if you truly want, like if you were, remember when you were a kid and you really wanted to go to that party or get that thing, you figured out a way to get there or to buy that or to convince someone else to get it for you. Okay. You figured it out. Like you learned how to get from point A to point B. Okay. So today's video is a part of a series. And if this sounds like something you need to look into, I definitely want you to find the playlist on my Facebook page, Juggling Life All Day with Michelle Keneally, me, or on my YouTube channel, which is Start Your Blog Mama. It's going to be on a playlist. Even if you watch this years from now, I want you to use this as an inspiration for you to have a friend who is going to do an activity like this, like overcoming a fear of technology to build an online business. We're friends. We're hanging out. We're drinking coffee together, drinking tea, whatever. I'm not judging if you have wine in your cup. I don't care. I'm not telling. But this is a video series I'm making not only to hold myself accountable, but to hold you accountable, to be there for you, to guide you along the way, to let you know you're doing okay. Okay? Because blogging is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't happen overnight. You actually have to lay a foundation and build an actual business and become an actual entrepreneur. Okay. I started in this industry by way of MLM, and we were always taught to just duplicate what the leader does. And that's fine. That happens, but it doesn't give you that sense of purpose and who you are and how you serve people. And I feel like that's, even if you are selling MLM products, that you need to hear that you are someone who can help others with whatever it is you promote or sell or serve or guide or whatever you do. So whatever you write about, even if you're not a good writer, because trust me, I've been talking about ways you can write blog posts even if you're not a good writer. So you want to pay attention. You are someone who can put your thoughts to a topic that can help someone else. And even if you think it's as simple as how to boil an egg in an Instant Pot and you think that's super easy, guess what? There are people that don't know how to do that. And they're looking for you. They're looking for someone who does know how to do that. Okay? So I put together a free resource for you, and it's in the sign up button on my Facebook page, Juggling Life All Day with Michelle Keneally, or on my YouTube channel in the description below. There is a link to the free workshop I put together. It's a pretty intense workshop. It actually makes you look at who you are, what you're going to talk about. It helps you to discover what you're going to name your blog, what your blog's going to be about, and it even shows you some step-by-step tech tutorials on how to get started. Okay, so you guys, if I can do it, so can you. I had to overcome the bullshit that I was telling myself that I couldn't do. I couldn't, create something using technology, and I had to move forward and figure it out. I had to figure it out. Okay, I had to get over myself. I had to be like, I can do this. And it took me a long time. It took me a really long time. So I put together this tutorial as if I was picking apart every nitty gritty little step for that person who is afraid of technology. Okay, so I walk you through it completely. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. So when you are trying to build an online business, as a blogger, it does give you more time to work smarter and not harder, but you have to have a defined message, and you don't have to have it all defined when you first start. It's really a good idea to start exploring different topics and just to feel what it feels like to talk about those topics, okay? If you're doing something that doesn't feel good, then don't do it. If you're doing something that feels amazing, then keep doing it, okay? I know for me, to get to this place of talking about even starting a blog, seemed like the most ludicrous idea ever because I'm not a technology guru of any kind. But my main mission is to help women to overcome their fears and to create online businesses while raising their family and juggling all of the things. That's my main core mission. And if that's truly my mission, I had to figure it out. And because it is my mission, here I am, excited. And it feels good to talk about this. It feels good to help women to do this. So that's how I knew that this is where I need to be. I'm in my lane. I'm driving my car. It feels good. I'm wearing the size shoe that actually fits me. And that's what you need to do too. And when you know what size shoe fits you, you feel amazing. You're walking on air. You're getting about your day. But when you're cramped up in a shoe that doesn't fit you, but it looks super cute, you are miserable. Why be miserable? Stop it. So I'm going to show you today what my blog looks like right now. And I'm going to shift a few things because I don't like how it looks on mobile. But I want to show you and be transparent with you how proud I am for how far I've come. Now, in other videos, I've shown you what my blog looks like, and I went the safe route. And I decided, nope, I have a really big message to share, and I really want to express it in a way that like invites somebody in to my message, okay? But I think I went over the top. So I'm going to show it to you, and then I'm going to show you again what it looks like after I fix it. But I just want you to know, like, you can fix it. You can tweak it. If you set something up and you don't like how it looks, you can change it. But my point of this video is that when you have defined your message and what you want to say to the world, it becomes a lot easier to take those steps into finding how it is you help people. You may know a little bit about your topic that you want to talk about, or if you're in my case, I really just knew nothing about it. I mean, I knew how to brand myself. I knew how to define like how I help people using Facebook, but I'm using a totally different tool. I'm using a blog. And so because I know that if I lost all of my contacts on Facebook, if my account got shut down, my entire business is shut down. I also know that being glued to my phone 24/7 is not healthy, okay? And it makes me tired. It makes me feel burnt out. It makes me feel just a whole lot of stuff. I mean, it's just like, I don't need all of that, okay? I had a bunch of success with Facebook, and it's great. It's so good and it's so possible. But I think that if you really want to create something that works for you, where people are buying what you have and you're creating products that you can sell, then you need to learn this skill of blogging so that you can scale. You can actually have that laptop lifestyle that you imagined in your head when you first started off. And then you start to realize, like, oh my God, this is like, yes, I can work from everywhere, but I'm working from everywhere. I'm not present in my life. And this kind of sucks. So I've done some videos on how to define your niche. And that's what it's called. When you know exactly what you're going to talk about, that's called finding your niche, okay? And when you have a niche, then you become known for something. And you can call it a niche, I don't care. But my point of this whole video today is for you to know that when you first start blogging, it isn't like you're building a brick and mortar business where you're like, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stick to this. And then you find yourself in that business and you're like, oh my God, this is not what I want to do. And now I'm stuck with all of this. I spent all this money and I'm stuck. But or even if you start an MLM, you're like, I'm in this MLM, I love it. And you realize, oh my God, I don't love it. I want to do something else. But are people going to judge me if I change? As a blogger, you can explore, you can pivot, you can try out new things, you can become better at one thing and then move over to another thing. It gives you that option, okay? And it's like a really inexpensive way to get into online business that gives you a lot of return if you do the work. You can't just start it and then not do anything with it. The more people you help, the more profitable you become. Hear me when I say that. The more people you help, the more profitable you become. If you are on Facebook and you are not helping people and you're pulling your hair out because you're not making any money, ask yourself, am I helping people? Okay? So just, think about that one. All right, so we're going to dive in. I'm going to show you what my site looks like. And I'm going to show you that like my site is clearly defining that I want some people to take my free tutorial to get over their fears to start a blog. That is my message on my blog, and everything leads to that. All right, let's dive in. Okay, so we are going to find my website, startyourblogmama.com. Now I kind of I like what it looks like on the computer, but on the mobile, not a huge fan. But I'm really proud of myself for figuring this out. Yeah. Excuse me. My computer is so slow. You guys, my first goal when I achieve a goal in my blog is to get a new computer. All right. So now it's not all showing up in this screen for you, but let's see. I promise I'll make this really quick because my computer is so dang slow. So now you can kind of see I have like this cozy little living room, right? And this button here where it says get started with my free workshop, I don't love that. Okay, I don't like how it looks on mobile. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And okay, computer, let's cooperate. So when you scroll down, it says discover what you should blog about. Oops, goodness. Don't you know I'm trying to make a video, computer? You guys, honestly, if this is the first time you've ever watched me, I just want you to know that I don't care if you don't have a lot of money getting started. You don't need it. You need to have some drive, right? So if I can do this with a slow computer, you can do it, okay? So I have discover what you should blog about, and then this little button, look at it pops up when I touch it. I made that. There's this little orange line over here that I don't understand how it got there, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then you keep scrolling. And I say, oh my goodness. You can do this, mama. If you can figure out social media, you can blog. And I go into like why it's important. And then I say, see the little weird orange line, like right here? I don't know where, I got to get rid of that. So stopping attached to your phone 24/7, work smarter, not harder. I like how it looks here, but it doesn't look awesome on the mobile. So I'm gonna have to change that. And then I have another button that if you hover over it, button pops up. And then I say, are you ready to profit from what you know? And there's another weird orange line that I need to get rid of. And then I say all these different cool things about why it's awesome to have a blog. I might change some of these little images. I don't know if I love them. It's fine now. It looks awesome on mobile. I might even cut it down to like, I don't know, it looks awesome on computer with 6, but it might be a little long on mobile, but it might be fine too. So, and then over this little button, start your blog today. Look at that. I made that button. I used a template. Okay. I might even do a video tutorial on how to use this template. Now I think this looks awesome right here on the laptop, but on the mobile, it looks weird. So this site is dedicated to helping moms. I teach other moms how to start a blog and get their ideas into the world. And then I say, unlock your potential and take away your fears. If a mom like me who has very little technology knowledge can learn how to blog, so can you. You can learn how to start your own blog here, made for you by Michelle Keneally. Then I have my social connections. And you guys don't feel like you have to be on every social profile or a social platform out there. You don't. If you like the ones you like, use them. Definitely set up an account with your business name on all of the profile or all the sites so that you at least have you're there, but you don't have to be active on them. Okay. It doesn't matter. As long as if you have something on there as it points people to, where you actually hang out, it's fine. Don't stress. Okay. So that's that. And my computer does not show all the little categories that I have up on top here. So I still need to figure that out. I still need to figure out like why aren't all my categories showing up? Okay. But I'm going to give myself a high five. High five, girl. I totally figured out how to make this. So, I mean, seriously, if I can figure out how to make this work, you can. All right. I'm not going to show you anymore. I'm just going to show you that for right now, but you can see clearly my message is defined. I'm saying discover what you should blog about. If you can figure out social media, you can blog. Work smarter, not harder. Are you ready to profit from what you know? These are the reasons why you should do this. And then I say, I teach other moms how to start a blog and get their ideas into the world, unlock your potential, and take away your fears. I'm talking from my own experience. I'm being really honest about everything. And this series is a supplement for you just to see what it looks like to just say, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. All right. A year from now, I'm going to be like this expert, like a serious expert, but I already know how to set up a blog. I know how to define a message. I just need to, actually implement it and show how I, drive traffic to my site and start really profiting. I will show you guys my old blog that it looks fine. It's just really kind of all over the place, but I still make money from it. Okay. So you don't have to be as polished as you think you have to be. If you're looking at my site and going, oh my God, how'd she figure that out? I'll actually show you how I figured it out. I learned how to find a template and customize it to me. All right. I am not a web designer at all, but I look like I am, right? And there are ways to hire people to actually set up your site for like really inexpensive. If you sign up for my free tutorial, there's a sign up button on my Facebook page, and there is a link in the comments of my YouTube channel where I actually will show you where to set up your site, set up your camp. And they have the company I use, which is called Bluehost. They actually have a service for $29 a month where they're going to help you set up your site. So if you're super scared, you can hire them for month to month until you get it figured out, right? So, I mean, there's just so many options out there for moms to learn how to do this. And that's what gets me so like out of breath excited, right? This is like, I did this and it looks like me and it feels like me. And it's like, authentic and awesome, and I get to help people with it, and I just feel really proud. So thank you for being on this journey, even if you don't even care about doing your own business. I think it's just nice knowing that you're out there. So that's it. Can you believe I actually did that? I did that. I made that happen. Okay. It's incredible what happens when you decide to do it, and it feels really good. Like, can't catch my breath. Awesome. Excited that I have found something I love talking about. Like, I originally started off talking about how to connect authentically on Facebook. I got really excited about it. I created classes around it. I created a membership group. I sold classes on it. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Okay. So I just want to bring you on this journey and encourage you that if you have it in your mind that you're like, I need to figure out how to make a business work from home for minimal costs, my friend, this is it. All right. For less than $100, you can get in and start figuring it out. And we can do this together. So find that free tutorial on my page or in the comment or in the description of my YouTube channel. There's a link to that free class. It's free. Okay. You just have to pay to create your blog, and you get to choose to get started. Okay. And I give you different options on how to get in for minimal costs. Okay. I'm going to show you all the things. But I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what do you think, is possible for you? Like, where do you see yourself going? What is something you've always wanted to do? Start doing those things. Well-behaved women rarely make history or make an impact. Stop trying to fit in. Stand out. You can do this. Let's stand out together. Let's do this thing together. Okay? So your action step today is to stop being afraid. To stop being afraid. Okay? Your action step is to allow yourself to feel the fear and do it anyways. Your action step today is to just take action. Start writing out the pros and cons of What would be a pro of you starting and what would be a con of you starting? Just start allowing yourself to dream. Okay. This recording's happening in January, so I'm focusing all about new beginnings, getting over fears, and taking first steps and getting moving. Okay. Once we get this bus moving, I'm going to progress forward even more, and you're going to see all the different steps that go with it. Okay. At the end of my year journey, I'm going to have a course where I show moms how I did it. So you might as well just do this with me now while it's free. Okay. Um, People are Googling things all over the place. They're searching for information on Google. They're not coming to social media to search for information. You are at the mercy of algorithms. You are not, you've got to make big waves in order for someone to search for you. Okay. And so if by creating something on a blog, you can become searchable and you can learn how to speak the language of Google. Okay. So stop being afraid. Just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? It could take you like 5 years to become successful. What else are you going to do? All right. So go get signed up. Find that free tutorial. Let's do this together. And I'll see you in the next video.